Hello everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage, back with you again, and we are going to start on our Easter board book today. First of all, welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome back to all my current subscribers. I appreciate everybody. I also appreciate all the kind comments that I've been getting, and I'd like to shout out to Lori, Katrina, Sherry, and Marissa. Thank you so much for your kind comments. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Okay, what I want to do first is start on the tab binding. Now, there's various ways that people do this. They do it as they go, they do it beforehand, they do it after all the decoration is done, but I know that this is going to be a pretty flat book. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on the tab binding. Now, what I am going to do is take this first page here. I'm going to do it this way. There's the rounded corners. It will be this way. The flat side is the tab bound side, tab binding side. Okay, so I have these pieces all cut out. I have them distressed. It was just some fabric that I found in my old one of my old sewing boxes that I completely forgot about. And so yeah, okay, so I'm going to put one here on this. Let's see, I'm going to get it lined up here on my grid. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let's get it up here. Okay. I'm going to put one here, and I will put one here, and that way it'll be measured out correctly. Some of them are longer than others. It does not matter to me how they are, because some of it will get covered up here and there. And then I'm going to put this piece right here. So this is a little bit shorter, and that doesn't bother me, but I'm going to get them glued down there. I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabrifix, and let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do it right about here. I can always add more if I need to. Yes, I am wearing my house coat. It's early in the morning when I'm filming this. It's on a Saturday morning. And I thought, well, there's other things that I want to get done today, so I thought I'd get this done first. Okay, so let's get this one in there. Get it right about here. This is the easiest way that I have learned to do the tab binding. Like I said, everybody has done it different. It just depends on how you've learned it, how you want to do it. But this is the easiest way for me. Okay. So we will do that. Okay, so those pieces are on. This is our front page. Okay, I'm going to turn it over and take my second page, get underneath here so I can figure out where to put the next set of tabs, which there will be 2 tabs now. And the best thing to do is have an even number of pages. It makes it a whole lot easier when it comes to the end. So let's do this. I'm going to separate this just a little bit more so I can get them laid out here. Okay, so I'm going to lay that one there. You want to go in between. Okay, there we are. Now I'll just come in with my glue. Oops. My sleeves get in the way all the time, but it's nice and warm, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Here we go. And this is right side up. This is the tab side. And let's make sure that we don't have any glue around here to show and be shiny. And clip that thread there. Okay, come on. Come with me. Okay. And let's get it straightened up again. And we will do this again. And I'm sure you've seen it done many, many different times. Or if you're brand new, it could be the first time you're seeing this done. I like doing it because I like the effect of it, and it's different. It's just something different. Okay, so let me get some glue off of my fingers here. Okay, and then you lay this over the next page, or the top page, lay it on the back, and you get your 3 pieces, the first pieces, and lay them over. You don't want to do them real tight. You don't want to do them real loose either. So, and you want to make sure everything's even on the edges, and just lay it over. I'm not going to do it super tight. I'm just enough. Just enough. See, there's still a little bit of give there. And we'll do the next one. And you just keep going with your pages like this. Super tight, a little bit of give there, otherwise it's not gonna, fold or turn properly when you turn your pages. Okay, and the last one. And like I said, I have no problem with doing this first and then having my decorating come over it. That's fine with me. It's just something that is holding the book together. It's not anything that I want as decorative. If I wanted it as decorative, then I would do it after I was done or as I went, as far as decorating each page. Okay, so we have the next page, and it will be 3 tabs again. Move my stuff out of the way here. Okay. So let's get here, and we will follow these tabs here. So we'll put one there. We'll put one there. And you want them as even as possible to make it look, as uniform as possible. Just do your best. Come on. Don't stick to... not easy. Not easy. In fact, I'm going to take my house coat off because the sleeves are driving me crazy, even though it's nice and toasty. Okay. There we go. Okay. Get this down. And get this down. And you want them right side up each time you put them down. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this and get to where I can glue it. I'm just going to leave that laying down so I don't have to wait for it to come out. Okay, do that. And the next one. Very easy and quick. And you can have these as long or, as long as you want, not necessarily as short, but they don't have to be super long. It just depends on what you want to do. That's your choice. I just get mine kind of average, and they're going to be covered up a bit anyway, so that's fine. I need a paper towel here. Let me grab one. Okay. There we are. Okay. All right, so you will lay this over, get it even, and you bring your two tabs over from this second page. Okay? And you just keep following that. Now, when you come to the end, which our next page will be the last page, then we won't add any tabs on that page. We won't need to. Okay, so lay it over just a little bit easy. Have some give there. See the give there? You want some give. And then here, let it have some give. Right here, see the give there? Okay, like that. And then here is our last page. So see, we will not need to put anything on this last page. We just bring it over. And it won't have any tabs on the inside of it, which is fine. And we will just glue those down. There isn't a page after this, so there's no need to put any other tabs on. Okay, there we go. I forgot to take my clock down, and I'm going to just go grab it real quick. Well, this is drying a little bit. There we go. I've got some room to it, and there we are. There's the tab binding. It isn't perfect, but it does the job. Let me grab my clock here, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't like to put my video on hold because I have an issue with the sound when I come back to it. Okay, so here we are, and then here it is, and you have give here to get your items in here and not worry about getting it too tight. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's how it is. So there we go. Bring this in just a little bit. Okay, all right. So we got that done. Next thing I wanted to do today with you is the front. So I had this vintage doily that I coffee dyed, and I wanted to put that on. This is one of the pages of the kit that I am using from PAPEROMIA, which is the Easter kit. And so I'm going to put her here, and see, some of these are getting covered up. That's perfectly fine because I wanted this doily to show. Okay, and then I went through my stuff, and I had totally forgotten that I had some of this tatting that was from my grandmother, my mom's mom. She's been gone for many years, but she always tried to teach me how to do this. I could never get it. And I thought I still had the tatting tool, but I'm going to keep looking because I'm almost positive that I still have it somewhere. But I found this in my sewing box, and it's all the tatting that she had done. Just beautiful. And yeah, so there's 3 different types here. There's just a little bit of this type, but I wanted to use this on the front here. So I did get some flowers out and distress them a little bit with my vintage photo. That will go there. I got some vintage lace when we were visiting our son and family last summer at a yard sale. Great big roll of it. So I'm going to put that here, kind of on the edge. I'll trim it. And I'll trim this to fit. I don't think it matters either side. It's the same. And then I will put it right here. And it has some staining on it, which is perfect. So that's going to be our front cover. So let's go ahead and put that together. Yeah, so I wanted to do these 2 things with you today to get this going. And then the next video will be on our paper bag journal. And I'll probably get something done on it before that, and I will show you what I get done, but we will be doing something together. I don't know exactly what yet, but we'll be doing something together on that project. And then of course I do have a plan for when these are done for another project that I've been wanting to try. So hopefully you'll stick around for all the fun. Okay, let's get this down as good as I can here. All right. And then turn it over. Turn it over. Pull it up this way. Press it. I'm going to scoot it over and center it as much as possible. Okay. And then I want to put her right about here. So I'll use my Fabrifix again. And this, I just took some scrapbooking paper that I found in my stash here that I had gotten from one of the scrapbooking shops around here quite some time ago. And just measured my photo, or my picture here, my digital, measured it, and then measured and cut out with my blade, and then rounded the corners. So I didn't have dies that would make that size, so I thought, well, I can do that on my own. So I just measured it out and cut it, and it came out great. Okay. Do that. And put this down. Yeah, I think right about there is good. Maybe up a little bit. There we go. Okay. And I'm using Fabrifix because of what I'm putting down, the fabric and this on top of the fabric and so forth. Okay, this flower here, I just layered it with two different types. This is a hydrangea one, and then this is just a paper flower that I gotten from Dollar Tree in a packet some time back. And I'll put that down. And I distressed it with my vintage photo. Do that. Hold it down for a bit till it grabs. I have some clips, but I don't think I have one deep enough that would go to the inside one here. But I think I can use a couple of these smaller ones to hold it down. Yeah, I got bigger clips here. These are all from Dollar Tree, but I don't think, yeah, I don't have one for that. So I'm going to add some more glue. Well, actually, if I just hold it there a minute. Yeah, that's done okay. All right, so I'm going to put this down, but I want to trim it first because otherwise it'll be too hard to trim when I glue it down. So I'm going to do it right there. And I want it just on the edge down here. And I think I'm going to use my art glitter glue for that, because otherwise it'll show through shiny, and I really don't want that. And I'm going to put it right about here. And this is, let's see, just the right side. This is this right side. Okay. Kind of hard to tell some of these laces. I kind of go by feel, but sometimes that doesn't work. Okay. Now this I want to put right here. I just thought that would be kind of pretty to get it on there, and put it right there. Okay, I had a pair of fabric and lace scissors, and you think I can find them? I used them on a video a couple, 3 videos ago, and I've not been able to find them since. So I don't know what I did. I know I set them aside, but yeah, they're not aside anymore, so. Yep. Okay, let's do that. I like the staining on it, so I'm going to let that show. How it got stained, I don't know, because it was just in my sewing box, and it may have been stained before it got put in there too, so I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so there we go with that. And let's take these guys off, put them away. She came out kind of cute. I'll put them away later. Too hard to manage right the moment. All right, so that is the front cover. Now, I did want to put something on the back cover. I don't know if I have it ready yet, though. These are everything that I want to use and the laces that I want to put on them for the inside. And I think I have these picked out. Oh, this is the one for the back, but I'm not quite ready to put her down yet because I wanted to get some kind of framing around her of some sort. I don't know if it'll be lace. I don't know if it'll be a paper frame like I did the front, but she's going to go on the back at some point. And then the rest of them on the inside. So I think I'm going to call that good for today. That's about a half an hour. That's plenty. But I thought she came out really cute. And using a doily, I've got tons of doilies, all different kinds, and I used a part of one on the spine of the paper bag journal. But yeah, and here's the tab binding. And then I'll be decorating on the inside, and we'll have plenty of room for that for each page. So you can do however you see fit on yours. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, give me a good thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate you subscribing and joining me on this journey. And you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you again on Thursday. Thank you, everybody. Bye.